Panda Volta, thank you for the 3-month resub. Also, Asamia, thank you for being here so early. Of course I chipped my thumbnail, so I gotta do something real quick. But Viva, Kazi. I forgot the. Wait. Time out. Time out. One moment. One moment. Scannerell. Scannerell. And Tengi. Salut. Cheap Asian. What's up? Can't stay. Still taking care of the fam. That is totally understandable. That is understandable. Hopefully you're able to keep up the energy and everything to do that, and I hope they're okay. I probably won't be I probably won't be going for that long either today, so the guitar festival thing is still going on, and last night I decided, I was like, this stuff rarely happens, so there's some things going on right now, but I'm here. I figured I could sort of do both, where I'll just stream right now during some of the day events, and then go for the night event. It was really cool being able to see all the homies and meeting some new people too. I actually we did this technology sort of talk thing yesterday, and I was super happy to be a part of it, because I tried to talk about Twitch, and I've talked about this with you guys before, that it can be difficult letting people know what goes on here. I tried to do my best in a limited amount of time to get across the core things that like make Twitch and streaming special. Even getting into some details, because of course people were curious about the monetization and stuff. It's my favorite thing, not really my favorite, but it's always been bits and subs, like talking about emotes and stuff. It's like, hear me out. They give you money, and they get a badge next to their name. That's right, a badge, and they get emotes. They're like emojis, but better. And it's like, okay. It's like, no, you don't understand. You don't understand. You don't. The way I try to sort of frame it, because I think this is true, is like, it becomes part of the culture. The analogy I made, I was like, okay, you all text. All right, it doesn't matter what age you are now. You text, and you understand that texting has different. There's different tones to the way you speak, and this is just another level of that. I don't know about you guys, but I like struggle sometimes without emotes. There's like very specific things, like I'll come up with some other way to do it, but for a very brief moment, for a split second, part of the sentence for me is the emote is in my head, and I just like, I want to do I want the emote to be there. Also, do English speakers really say homies? I kind of it depends on where you're from and stuff. How would you say it? It's like, I'm not joking when I say it, but like kind of. I wouldn't be like, oh, these are my homies. Yeah, there's no emoji that can do that. Come on. Who are we kidding here? So we'll see what happens. Also, as I'm doing nail stuff, I slept all day because I went to bed late and my body's trying to process toxins. I wanted to give myself as much rest time as possible. So my nails are in shambles, especially because I chipped one of them. There's another concert tonight. Also, I don't know what this music is, but that if you guys want to check it out, go to Hey, thanks, Oscar. And I'd like to put out more stuff. I usually put something out on Saturdays, but I was at the festival all day Saturday. If you... So I'll put something out on Tuesday, probably, because that's another day off. Okay, so, you know, that's not this browser. Okay, so we saw Baji Assad last night, and some of the things that are really cool about these events is, like, we got to go and, you know, I got to go and get dinner and meet her and talk with her. She's an amazing person. She's, like, I don't know, the friendliest, the friendliest, at least, like, outwardly, like, happiest, smiliest person. Adam is the person who put this all together. Khaki King is playing tonight with a couple other people. Oh, I got to meet, some of you know Gohard, right? Gohard? What's up, Brian? She did a concert yesterday, also with Jerome, who I've shown on the stream a few times. Mainly with him and Grisha playing Flight of the Bumblebee. But there was something, dude. I want to cover one of her songs. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I feel like she's my soulmate. This is what she said during her concert. Does this sound somewhat familiar to you guys, or sound? She's like, I discovered I can do wind. I was like, what? So she's doing a wind sound. And I was like, who the hell? Let's see. This VOD's gonna get wrecked. So she was making this wind sound, but this is... Actually, I wonder if there's one with her actually doing it. Oh, here we go. It's older, but... So her stuff's like she plays guitar and sings. Her accompaniment is like unreal. So what this essentially is, tune up the D. Do any of you know the Assad duo, the Assad brothers? Sergio and Odair? They do classical guitars. They're her brothers. It gets even crazier. Why? She's not quite into it. Oh, there was more last night. Oh, I was hoping to find one. She started doing animal noises. Let me do this. What's up, Scotty? Hello, buddy. What's going on? Dude, Scotty, that cartoon Scotty Fox thing is so wild. If you guys haven't checked out Scotty Fox, definitely do it. He's a wizard. When I feel like it comes to anything, music, streaming stuff. But the thing I was thinking about was I moved some mics a bit. It should be fine for now. Yeah, there was this sort of Pixar thing to what you were doing, like, dude, especially when you're like, those are like some of the like. and Ions, and Maestro Makan, welcome to the stream. Now, if I wanted to be as courageous as Baji, I need to add in the percussion. You should have seen some of the stuff last night. welcome everybody. Tekka, Sevoth. Oh, hello, Jack. Squeeze me. Oh, thank you for giving that sub to Tanya. Also, hey Tanya, what's up? Ooh, Zeste, hello. No, not Keith Jarrett. I was just messing around with some stuff. Caltraz, nice to see you. And Cake, I didn't say hi. That was based on this. I saw a more sort of crazier extended version live, with many more sounds. It started on guitar. Last night she started out there was like it started out like it was kind of like this. this. There may be something even better. It's the same one. I want something that adds a little more, but isn't like, yeah. Look at that. That gives us a whole different thing, because the whole thing was based in, it was D-Mixolydian for what, that would give it a much different feeling. And you could, FBI. Thank you for the $10 donation. dizzy. Thanks for the clips. Thanks, Vol. I'm still a little out of it. Maybe I can do something more traditional, you could say. Hopefully at some point I'll get the courage to do the animal noises. That was the best part. So from whatever that just was to some Renaissance music, Italian Renaissance lute music. Lute. Thanks, Satan fan. And Novo, thank you for the subscription. I do appreciate that. With Prime Gaming. Also, Lady Ambrosius, welcome to the stream. I didn't say hey. I'm so out of it. I feel like I need to be in bed in like, I don't know, the like, what do I know about history? Like, I don't know, like the 1700s or something, and it's like, let me put a warm cloth on your head. Like, yes. And I'm just lying in the bed. It's like, someone's outside the door. It's like, can I come and see him? They take their hat off and they put a, can I come and see him? Yes, but he's very ill. Do be careful. He needs his rest. Uncle, is that you? It is. I see. This is that's how I feel right now. It's like some consumption. Yeah. This is the role playing. So that's right. I love role playing. Alan Diaz. Oi. Oi. My head. My head hurts for some reason. Alright, there, I got it. I'm gonna suck it up. Be a man. I gotta be an adult and take responsibility for my actions. These are all gonna be super slow and just like time for some Ponce. That's right. Does that cover me? That just the older the music you play, the more mature you are. I'm very mature and sophisticated. Sophisticated. But seriously, I love this piece. FBI, I'm not sure what you mean. Raise my voice up? I wasn't singing. FBI's like, ah, dude, I can't hear the singing at all in this piece. It's so quiet. Sing? I don't want to sing. And thank you, Vol. Yeah, I guess you could say you could call the touch. I sound like a guitar? Yeah, dude, this is actually me the whole time. I can do crazy polyphonic guitar singing. It reminds me of someone I went to school with, a bass player, a jazz bass player, and he would do that like every single note of everything he played, he like mouthed out. He didn't make a sound, he just. Alright. Leah thinks I'm funny, Tanya thinks I'm funny. Thank you for laughing. Thank you. You turn down just the middle strings a little bit? Just gonna turn them. I mean, I can kind of turn down the middle strings on this one, like quite literally. Vol, I think there's a couple things. One, perhaps being sort of sleepy and out of it may actually help in a certain sense. Almost like being in a sort of like drugged state where you're, maybe technical things like reaction time and focus and stuff like that would be down, but perhaps you'd be less inhibited or something like that. Also, I spent the past 2 days essentially with a whole bunch of people that I feel like breathed some life into me. I hadn't seen any of them in years, and again, like all of you've known me, I don't know, at most 4 years or something, and that's not very long compared to how long I've been doing this other stuff. And I kind of like drifted away over some years, but it was nice to see them all again. And to even see how much I've changed in a few different ways since I last saw them. Oh my gosh, you know what was super special and surprising? At one of the concerts yesterday, it was at my old school. It was at University of Rhode Island. And one of my teachers just happened to be there at the concert. I don't know why. She not that, she's the composer and pianist, but not that she, can't like other music. It's just, not something I expected. And I hadn't seen her in literally 10 years. So I made sure at the intermission, she left at the intermission, but like I ran out to the parking lot to say hey, and let her know how much I appreciated her as an educator and just as a person there, because I've talked about her before. She's the person I took, I think, 8 semesters worth of classes. She was just like my theory teacher. All the regular theory stuff, 18th century counterpoint, she taught that. Form and analysis. What were some of the other ones? Orchestration and vocal, what is it? Choral and orchestration thing. And I was like, I had to let her know. I was like, Elian, she's French. I was like, Elian, thank you. Like, I just wanted to let you know that you had like a big impact. And she said it made her so happy to see. She said she didn't know that like that was the case for anyone really. She just goes, and I kind of got that feeling even when I was in class when I was younger, that it seemed like the students weren't very appreciative of her. In fact, she remembered some of them. She was like, were you in the class with such and such a person's name? I was like, yep. Yeah. And she was just very timid and shy and nice and stuff. So but I knew within the small frame of Elian that she's actually very passionate and has really strong beliefs about all this stuff. And it seems like she was struggling and still is. She started mentioning scheduling stuff and things like that I guess are a mess. It was nice to let her just all of a sudden just start ranting about classes. I'm like, yes. Yes, continue the rant, yes. Hello, Adonet. And so yeah, I just had to I had to let her know. She was someone she said even among the college, I mean, I guess this is sometimes what happens when you go to, like, URI wasn't the best music school for a few different reasons, but one of the things I try to tell people sometimes in stream, just students in general, is that if I had just done the bare minimum and had taken the class I needed to take and gotten the credits I needed to do, and just that was it, I would know very little. Very little. And even if I did learn that, like, so one of the things I would sort of fight back, and she was saying she got this more pushback actually from the classical musicians than the jazz students, because she would teach all of them. We'd all be in the classes together. The jazz students seemed to feel more of a need to understand music theory, probably because of the need to improvise. But we talked a little bit about how it's so important to understand the music, and you can't just rely on the fact that the notes are here in front of you, so therefore you don't need to know how it's constructed. It's just so wrong. It's like, how are you supposed to play the notes if you can't hear them? Like, you can physically put your fingers at it. It's just not the same. If you can't hear it, you can't control it. And you're just, I don't know what you're doing. Vol, I didn't get to mention the improvisation stuff and theory things, because it was in the middle of the intermission to get back to the concert, and she had to do some other stuff, so she could only stay for the first half. But I was thinking about sending her an email or something. I mean, I should have done this before. I'm just I do this with like everyone in life. I like think about people and think about sending some message, think about something like that, and then I just don't do it for no real clear reason. I just like don't. I think everyone understands that to at least some degree. So, hey, Cass, they think they can skip steps because they're such. Yeah, and some, like, I get it. To a certain degree, I get it. Like, if you don't know, how are you supposed to know? It's not very clear at first. It's not very clear at first. Again, why a musician? The notes are here. Why the hell? Why do I need to know how they got there? But it's actually more than how they got there. It's what's really going on. 'Cause these notes only tell you so much. They tell you the pitches and the rhythms for the most part. And yeah, there's maybe like there's a piano marking here. Molto espressivo. It's like, okay. Vivo. Pianissimo. Yeah, that tells you a lot. There's that thing too, Cass, where it's like, oh, this person has played music for multiple of your lifetimes. You should at least consider what they're saying. Not that someone who's older just is right because of age. But I thought the most... So some of these are like, okay, the one that always, like, annoyed me. It was, like, borderline offensive. Hey, Mayars. Is you're going to school to learn about music. You want to get a degree that says you're bona fide musician extraordinaire person. I'm going to study this thing, but I don't want to learn this stuff. It's like, why are you going to school, but you're not open to learn? And if you honestly answer that, if you look at that as not a rhetorical question, my best guess, and I could be wrong, but I would guess that the person thinks they're good enough already and just wants a degree and a piece of paper to sort of certify them officially as them knowing what they're doing. And there are a few classic lines that I'll never forget. One of them, in Elion's class, I swear to God, this is a real quote. In Elion's, one of the theory classes. Jazz piano player says, Elion, why do I need to know this stuff? Why do I even need to know how to read notes if I can play by ear? Because I guess he never really learned. Everything he did was always by ear. And I was like, what is this bizarre world I'm living in? Are you serious right now? No, that's right. No, you can just get your degree, but you're musically illiterate. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hello? The resistance to education at a university was so bizarre. That was kind of the thing. It's like, good luck. Because you clearly know it all. Dude, isn't that... I swear to God, it was... Got him. Very nice, Scotty. The dyslexia held you back. Yeah, and I mean, there's like a difference though between, I don't know, maybe this person did have some issues. That's not what they said, but you saw that too, buddy. Yeah, I cannot imagine it's exclusive to musicians at all. And maybe it's partly like, yeah, we're talking about at this point, people are pretty young, still in just like their late teens. But it's like, God. thank the heavens for my stubbornness and curiosity and obsessiveness. At least that's part of like some of the good things that it brings. Because I don't know. There was all this information. And there were all these people who were experts in front of me. And you could just be like knock on their door. Like, I was like, don't you want to learn about, like, that man was Thelonious Monk. That's right, I went to school with Thelonious Monk. I don't like name dropping a bit, but that's... So yeah, I should probably send her an email at some point. All right, that's a dog. I'm being lazy. And I should not be lazy because it's going to bother me. I should tune. I think so, Vol. I mean, she literally said it, it's not why I did it, but I mean, almost kind of why I did it. She said she had no idea that she had any sort of impact like that. And she literally said it made her really happy to hear. And I know if I was in that position and I was going through and doing something and feeling like I was doing some thankless sort of work, and there were people who appreciated it, that it would be nice to have them say that. Which is why it's nice when you guys say those things. 'Cause it's not so easy to just assume that everyone appreciates what you do. Obviously not everyone, but that people appreciate what you do. And you should just assume they did. It's not quite the same. Vera, what's up, Pajama? Nice to see you. You know, it was also nice. Also, hola, Fer. Thanks for the claps. Something else that was nice was I hadn't seen a guitar concert in like a while. And I watched some pretty elite guitarists the past couple of days. It was nice to see all the mistakes. Like, if these people have, I'm serious. Like, if these people have concert program, like, these are their programs. They're working, like, these are the pieces they focus. It's like 45 minutes. Like, this is the thing. And they're like, if they're messing up and stuff or whatever, I should be able to do it too. I don't know what, and I've been aware of this for a while. I've said this on stream before, but this is totally unreasonable. And this doesn't include the memorized stuff. Hello, Soul. Thank you for the raid. How was the stream? This is a lot of it's you know, easier stuff. But like this is that's way too much. I don't know, like my response to myself if I was someone else, I'd be like, who the hell do you think you are? But I want 4 hours of perfect repertoire. I don't make mistakes. Well, buddy, think about this. Imagine you have like, well, maybe it happens like some newer people and they mess up a trick. It's like, yeah, you know how many times like the world record holders for this category have messed that up? Like you think you're better than that? And then imagine doing that with like multiple categories of multiple games and expecting a higher level than the person who just focuses on one category for one game. It's like, what the hell's your problem? What? Who do you think you are? Now, that's still, the situation is still more complex than that. Because as we talked about last stream, humans are complex creatures. Was it Scotty? Nice. That's always kind of nice when the record gets when it holds for a while. Tanya brought up Snowflight. This piece is great for beginner repertoire. Something that's very straightforward and like sound nice when you play it too. And it probably fits the hazy mental state right now. And we'll do a couple more Andrew York pieces. Again, if anyone wants to play that, it's called Snowflight by Andrew York. It's again pretty straightforward. Yeah, the suite, the makeshift Andrew York suite. I'm glad, Ruckin. It's super simple. But it's nice. All three of these are. There's nothing groundbreaking about them. let me like, even if I hit that note, that was actually the wrong thing. Let me not start out like that. Hello, Jed. That's good, FBI. That's, I guess that's part of what one of my goals would be. So, and Debbie, hello, what is up? So thank you for the 2-month resub, and hello, Karina. Yeah, I wasn't. This was from the piece I just read before, and now I'm gonna flip over to music that I will be reading. But yeah, Yeah, I definitely wasn't reading that. I wonder that sometimes. That people are like, I have this music out in front, but I wonder if people think I'm always just reading this. So first was Snowflight, then By Candlelight, and now Square Suspended. Hey, Psychowave. Dude, my focus is all over the place. I'm still so out of it. Thanks for the claps. Heartstrings fully pulled. I should have done this before. It's bothering me. I think another thing that was nice, and sort of validating too, there was a round table discussion. It was moving forward in this sort of digital age. And just the night before, the person who was doing it, we were hanging out, and he had seen the stream a couple times. He was like, dude, you want to like join the talk and say some stuff about Twitch? And I was like, I would love to. And I did my best to represent streaming. I and I can be I say when I believe in something, I can be pretty ruthless. So I've said this before when it comes to there are certain things that at a certain point I believe very deeply. There are things like playing certain pieces of music, choosing repertoire. Don't play this old Segovia stuff. I don't care who you are. Shut up. You can't play Bach like this. You have to. I don't care who you are. Segovia descends from the heavens and says, "Shnway, Schnaf, my boy." And I'm like, Should have some coffee at the chill out there. Please. Now, he would never say that because I feel like that's the. But so that wasn't the best like specific example, but so one of the people in this round table thing was talking about how there shouldn't be anything visual and that it's distracting from everything and we need to not use cameras. We need to take the cameras away and all this stuff. And like this guy's, I don't know, 20 years older than me, something, like way more accomplished musician and stuff. And I was like, nah, dude. Nah. It's like, you don't think presentation matters? Because the idea, this is what happens. I think it came from a sort of way too philosophical of a place. So he related it to Montessori school of teaching, some parts of that. The example he used was with a cell phone. It was actually with someone's glasses. He goes, if you want to teach someone to pick up this phone, if you say, this is how you pick up the phone, be like, grab the phone like this, then there's multiple things happening at once and the person can't like focus as much. So if you want to teach someone how to like pick up the phone, at least at one point you so that their focus is on the action. It's like, okay. So therefore having too much of this stuff up takes away the focus or something along those lines. And I was like, I just couldn't disagree more. Especially because it's kind of well, that's the thing. Kind of, but not really. It's one of those things. That's what I meant by like almost perhaps too philosophical. That like there's some parts missing where it breaks down. Because I don't think this is connected at all. And this is another one of those things where I feel like I've been saying this more and more because I think it's kind of good. I think this is kind of what's happening. That sometimes I don't think people are lying. And maybe there's a better way to say this. But I feel like very often in life, people say things they don't believe. What I mean by that is they say something, but their actions don't line up. And I don't mean they're hypocrites. Because if you're someone who thinks that like you do a live concert and you're in like a really nice church or something and the lights are on the person and it's quiet and you're wearing certain clothes and stuff like this and you look a certain way, it's like if you're way too sort of like idealistic about this, it'd be like, it doesn't matter what I look like on the stream, what the lights are like, what any presentation is like, all that matters is the sound because it's music. And it's like, I kind of wish that was the way it is in a certain sense, but that's not. And this is important for two reasons. Poppy, hello. One is like, this is part of the experience. Whether you like it or not, the visual thing is happening right now. And it is much more visually pleasing, and it fits an overall vibe to have these things set up like this. And this has been years of slow changes and trying to figure out even what the heck I want to do, how I want things to be presented. And that matters. And it should matter, and I don't think it's surprising that it would matter. Another thing, this is really important, is trying to reach people. Someone's got to click on the thumbnail. If it is not an enticing thing to look at, as much as I can be like, well, it shouldn't matter, it's like, but it does matter. It does matter. It's kind of the bottom, like, it does matter. It's just how it is. And so I have to go, what do I care more about? Sticking to some ideals that I'm not even, like, too connected to? Or do I believe in what I'm doing and go, how can I make more people, get them on board? If I make something look nice and and I don't give up on any sort of principles, and it looks nice and people come in because of it, I think it would be foolish not to do. To try to justify not doing that in some other way. And everyone does that. That's where like the I don't believe it sort of thing comes from, because everyone does that. You present, when you do stuff live, you try to present things in a very nice way. You look presentable. You do. There's a presentation aspect. And so this is just a sort of, not extension, but kind of the digital sort of version of that. It's definitely something I saw missing in a lot of what I saw over the past year and a half or so from people doing things online. The presentation is very important, but I believe in this sort of thing enough, and it's come from experience, and it's come from, that was another thing I realized, that there was actually something unique that I had been doing. And that is trying to figure out what the hell is going on with this whole internet thing. And it was kind of a bizarre position to be in. It was nice, too, for a couple reasons, especially because for years I had been trying to talk to even some of the same people, like, guys, look, listen. Like, so to actually be asked for input on this and to get a positive response from some people was nice. It was like, thank you. Just like, sort of like, give it a chance. Let me at least attempt, or give me a chance maybe. Like, let me try to show you what this thing like can really be. What I told them a lot. There were some main points of focus. One was this is not a replacement for concerts. Just like the radio isn't a replacement for radio, it's a different media, so that the different media have different strengths and different weaknesses. So you can do something different here. There's something much different happening. Also, the monetization things. They asked about subs, bits, emotes, channel points. They're talking about highlighting messages, and I was like, you don't have to highlight a message. Come into the stream, say hi, and you don't need to do, oh, that statue is Johann Sebastian Bach. Someone put it this way, it was actually Mizkif, who, if you don't know, he's like a big IRL streamer. Tim the Tat, he's like, I want to Tim the Tatman stream on YouTube, and like, he nailed it. He nailed it. He's like, the YouTube chat could just be bots and you wouldn't know the difference. Because there's actually a difference in culture around streaming and around what you expect. And I noticed that from people the past couple days. This idea of being like, hey, I'm someone from this place. That's like what happens on YouTube. Hey, Rafi from Rhode Island, United States. It's like, okay. It's like, you don't need to do, like, what could I get? People were asking stuff like, can they pay you? Can you get paid to, like, respond to people? And it's like, dude, I'll just, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? That's what this is. People want interaction. They want the sense of community. And, like, one of the things that was brought up, another main point, was that what the online stuff lacks is community and engagement and relationships and interactions and stuff. And I was like, please let me show you. I talked about a few people, including you, Vol. I was like, there are people who I've met online who have significantly changed my life, who've had a very real impact because they didn't just go, hey, so-and-so from this place. It's like, we've been able to talk and actually, I mean, you guys know, like, I'm preaching to the choir, kind of, but I'm just trying to let you know what was going on. Is that you end up forming real connections, and they're real people behind each of these names. These are real people, regardless of whether they're trolling or not, or what they're saying, whatever. It's like, they're a real person. They're living their life. They're doing their thing. They have their set of experiences. It's not some soulless name. And it took me a while to, like, really learn that. And I've mentioned this before too, that it's not something you can just tell yourself. Like, it's not an intellectual thing. We all know that these names are people behind them. Vol, thank you for gifting that sub to Karina. It took me streaming, watching streams, seeing those streamers in other people's streams and chat, and then really having it, oh, there we go. Everybody. Dude, Jim, I don't know how to say your name. Okay, I was wondering. So, Jim, I appreciate the bits. This is what we were talking about. I was just hanging out with Jim last night. Dude, how do you say, I should have asked you how to say it. Nunos for, I want everybody to put into practice and give an example of at least the type of community that can happen and how these things can be. I don't know if there's anything you want to say to them too, that I may not have thought of. Definitely do that. Also, Vol, thank you for gifting a sub to Jim. Jim, you got a bunch of emotes. You got a bunch of emotes, including this lovely face. But we were. Also, how are you feeling? Hopefully you didn't blow chunks this morning. Let me actually see if I can do this. Oh no. I was doing some guitar stuff. I also did some like improvisation thing based off of one of the pieces that Baji did last night. Using this thing. Oh, you know what you can do? Here's an example. I don't know if you like have to go to rehearsal right this second. These are some of the things I was talking about. Let's see if I can do this quickly. Dude, I can bring this up. And if I want to talk about it, I can be like, oh, Baji was doing this thing. It was centered around D. But it was D Mixolydian is mainly what she was doing. This C instead of C sharp was C natural. You could take advantage of these chords that it gives you. D to C, G, D. And she also had things, this was pretty important. This D major 6 chord. Because you would, and this to me is just like, I don't know, very, what would be the word? I mean, a lot of times this chord is like, just feels very warm and welcoming, something like home. But here there's something very light about it and just like quite happy. I don't mean in a bright sense, but like, something uplifting or... Cause homework? Okay. Yeah, definitely do your homework. Do your homework. Kids stay in school. School's cool. Say no to drugs. Just say no. Only you can prevent forest fires. Stop, drop, and roll. Don't talk to strangers. That's right, take notes. Make sure you're taking notes. Music theory is so fun. I'll have to tell my teacher. You should that's true. You should definitely, hopefully you don't stay in school too long. Or if you do, you better be getting some serious degrees. Oh, you know what someone played? There's this flamenco group. Did a version of this. They did a like sort of flamenco inspired version of this. It's like the least would have never expected it. I thought the guitarist was just kind of messing around at first in between pieces, but it turned into like a flamenco thing. What was the fingering he used? Hello there, type delete. Yeah, Vol, there's always something sort of playful slash sneaky slash creepy slash something here. Like you're in some woods or something, and there's a creature like huh? Did I see that? And it like pokes me. Like this is to explain it physically. That's the sound of it. And you do it 4 times throughout the piece, so I try to do it a little differently each time. I'm curious. I don't know if Jim's still here. If you are, Jim, do you know if there is a way to watch the past broadcasts of the stuff that have happened at the festival? He may not be here though. I want to see if Naziento? What? Is this gonna be under URI music? I don't know if we'll be able to find the exact thing. So what they did, and there's a concert tonight. If you go here, you can follow stuff and get tickets. It's $10. You get emailed a link to the YouTube link, and they stream on YouTube. So that's why I'm wondering if like the broadcast will automatically get saved on YouTube. So I'm assuming, unless there's so I'd imagine the videos exist somewhere. If not, I feel like they should. What if I do this? Yeah. If it is, they're not public. But maybe I can do this. Perhaps there's another version of them doing this. Maharaja. Flamenco Trio. Nazian. Also, maybe this is them doing it. Also, these... Hey! Where's Ramin? Oh, they have a music video for it. Maybe this will be good. Except, hold on a second. Oh, never mind. This is a totally different group. But this... So it's not the same percussionist, but bass and guitarist. I was saying, let's see if they... Presents Maharaja Flamenco. These guys are clowns. In the best sense of the word, by the way. It's just like Dude, Count, you would probably love them. Just bad jokes, puns, borderline inappropriate stuff for a formal setting. It's... Quite a transfer, yeah. Oh, I love this. He did the same little lick last night too. Actually, it wasn't exactly the same, but a Greek wedding. Nice. Yeah. This dance. And then when he adds in that more Spanish stuff, it can definitely feel that way. Oh, what's that T thing? I don't know. He was a weird dude. So, I hope he'd like it. If not, doesn't matter. actually something that comes out of the... What is... It kind of makes me think of Mario 2 whenever I do. The like cave music. I wonder if it... But it's going... One of the things that happens here that's like, a report is... these fourths. So when it comes to, you were saying like figuring out stuff from hearing is always impressive. Like part of what goes on is like, so what sticks out? This. And then not so much the notes that were below it, but the sound of fourths stuck out. So it's like fourths. Plus this. So that's... it's just like it has this very... like everyone kind of has this, being able to identify and articulate it or something, and being able to categorize it. And that is... for basically everyone takes time and some level of training, but just the same with like if we go like these fifths, like or that combined with like when people go like, oh, it sounds like Halo, what they're doing is that's their form of identification for a combination of a few things. One is the Dorian mode, and then a particular use of it, so that I don't have to play the Halo theme exactly, but you know, if I were to just go like this, maybe we're gonna do it in a different key. All I have to do is like that. Yeah, I mean, like, we learn, this is kind of the trouble with some of the things in music education and maybe the way it's presented, is that we're taught voice leading rules where you get in trouble for going. But there's actually nothing wrong with getting in trouble for that. Perhaps it just needs to be, perhaps it's the fault of the student for not understanding the context. Perhaps it's the fault of the teacher for not making it clear why they're getting red X's on their papers. Perhaps it's a combination of people's faults. Perhaps it's no one's fault. But what you have to realize that there's nothing wrong with this. If you want this sound is unique to parallel fifths. There's no substitute. That's the sound, and there's nothing wrong with the sound. The reason we get points taken off is because that's not conducive to voices being separate. Meaning, if you're trying to make different vocal parts stand out, and you have a bunch of them moving in parallel fifths like that, we have a tendency to start to kind of hear those as one. So it's just learning the principle and knowing the use of it and what's going to happen when you do it. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. It's wrong if you want separation. It's wrong because you won't achieve that effect. Or you're giving yourself less of a chance to achieve that effect. So if that's your goal, don't do that. That's what they were trying to teach us. Voice leading principles. How to control voices. But if you think music should never have this, it's like, what the hell are you talking about? What is it? What? Or that, sometimes it can even be as simple as like, well, I mean, I guess we were told this, that these parallels can happen, especially if they're in the bass. I'm technically doubling the leading tone, but that's not the same. And it's not that you can never do. It's just realizing the context of this stuff and realizing what you're being taught. You're not being taught how to write good music. You're not actually being taught rules. You're being taught like tendencies and patterns, and you're being taught what makes these things tick, what makes them work, and why that's happening. It's not whether you should or shouldn't do it. And that's maybe where that seems to be more of like where the issue comes up. Or maybe if you're writing in a particular style or you want to, like, it's nice to know the stylistic aspects of things, but... Emmer, nice to see you. Thank you for the raid. What's up? Welcome, everybody. The rats of the whale pods have emerged. The rats of the whale pods have emerged. So I know we just got a raid, but I really have to go. There's a concert at 7, and it's past 6 for me right now. I'm gonna play the ending song. I'll be back tomorrow anyway. But I really need to go. This, if you guys want to check it out, you can look up on YouTube. You can check out the artists themselves. That's what I did, because I wasn't familiar with either of these people. And they're gonna be playing tonight. It's $10 for a virtual ticket, which means you get emailed a link to a like private YouTube streaming thing for exclusive thing, and it would help support the festival too. But if you want to check it out, no pressure. Figured I'd at least let you guys know. That's where I'll be. I'm actually curious where. Hold on a second. I don't see where I'm driving. Where is it taking place? I'm assuming it's in the Fine Arts Center. Yeah, it's in the Fine Arts Center. Okay, yeah. Thanks for those. Thank you for all the thank yous. Also, Soul, I did read your message. I could get into a lot with that. Maybe next time. Just very real time restraints today, which doesn't usually happen. But so, time for the ending song. I wish Jim and the other people were here for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. As always, thank you for being here. Let's find someone to raid. Hey, Asgard. It happens. It happens. But there will be many more streams for you to catch, so. Are there any people playing guitar? Scrolling an insane amount. Scrolling. No, none of the guitar peeps are on. All right, so we'll find someone else. Let me see here. Oh my gosh, you just do this fast. I can't do anything fast. It's just gonna be loud. Okay. So this is not like what we did, but whatever. We're gonna raid a mermaid unicorn. I mean, this is not what I expected, but that happens on their stream. Okay, Tetris.
190% already. What the?
So we can raid into a hype train, I guess. God, I gotta go. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow in the afternoon. Thank you, Fair. If you haven't followed on here, definitely do that if you're new. Also, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, where more stuff goes up. And there will be even more stuff, hopefully sooner than later. If you want to check out the concert, again, you can do that. Henrik, hello, we're about to head out. You can join the raid. So, /raid, mermaid, unicorn, mermaid, unicorn. I appreciate everyone hanging out and supporting the stream. Again, as I attempt to carve out a path in this brutal, at times, digital landscape. This would be the words. We're trying to make the ground fertile, not just plant things, but make the ground fertile for planting. So, thank you for those who help out with doing that. I'll be back tomorrow. And, yeah, let's say hey to Mermaid. Take care, everybody.